Last week we looked at the top 10 players from Texas. Up next is California, and the 2018 class is loaded with some of the best players in the country. All 10 of these players are rated in the top 80 overall among all rising seniors. But hey, Southern California gets all the bragging rights though, as 9 of the 10 are from SoCal, with the only dude from NorCal being 2018 Oregon commit Steve Stevens. The 4-star DB is the number 10 recruit in the state and is the number 7 rated safety overall. The Edison High standout has been tearing up the regional circuits. Back in February, he was named the MVP of the Under Armour All-American Camp Series. Corona Centennial's 4-star gunslinger Tanner McKee was named to the 2016 MaxPreps Junior All-American team, and he checks in at number 9 in the state and is the number 5 rated pro-style quarterback in the 2018 class. Last year he threw for 3,500 plus yards and 36 touchdowns and led Centennial to an 11-2 record, with the only 2 losses coming to 2 top 5 teams, IMG Academy and St. John Bosco, by a combined 3 points. The Huskies finished last year as the number 15 team in our final Excellent 25 rankings presented by the Army National Guard, and you can expect them being ranked high again during McKee's senior season. Sticking in the Inland Empire, Marietta Valley's 4-star wide receiver Marquis Spiker is the number 8 recruit in California, and the 6'3" Washington commit is coming off a big-time junior campaign, hauling in 90 grabs for 1,700 plus yards and 26 touchdowns. There are 2 modern-day Monarchs on the list, and up first is the number 7 recruit in the state in 4-star linebacker Solomon Tuliau Pupu. In his junior season at Claremont, he had 126 tackles and 18 tackles for loss. He checks in as the number 3 Mike linebacker in the 2018 class. Like 6 other guys among the top 10, he remains uncommitted, and it looks like USC, The Ohio State, and UW are the 3 leaders in the clubhouse right now. The number 6 player in California is one of 4 defensive backs on the list, and it's Mission Viejo's 4-star corner Elisha Griffin. He was a first-team selection on the MaxPreps Junior All-American squad, and he's one of the best all-around players in all of high school football. The son of famed rapper Warren G still remains uncommitted, and 24/7 Sports has USC and UCLA as the 2 favorites right now, but keep an eye out for Florida State, because Griffin's favorite player growing up was a former Seminole star, Mr. Primetime Deion Sanders. That's why he rocks number 2 at Mission Viejo. Another corner checks in just ahead of Griffin, as St. Augustine's Isaac Taylor Stewart is the number 5 recruit in the state and is the number 32 recruit overall in the 2018 class. ITS is on every college's radar because the 6'2" DB has all the tools to be a big-time player on Saturdays and Sundays down the road. The San Diego Stars still isn't close to picking a school and don't expect a decision until December at the earliest. He's expected to announce his top 5 in the early part of summer. Capping off the 3 defensive backs in a row is St. John Bosco's 4-star safety Jaden Woodby. The 2018 Ohio State commit checks in as the number 3 safety and number 30 overall recruit among all rising seniors. He played a big role in Bosco, finishing last year as the number 5 team in our final Excellent 25 rankings, and he helped lead them to their 2nd CIF Open Division State Championship since 2013. Expect the Braves to have another big-time defense again, with Woodby being the leader on that side of the rock. They're going to have a good chance to repeat as state champs again. But hey, my man at number 3 might have something to say about it. Modern day's 5-star wide receiver Amon-ra St. Brown is hoping he can lead the Monarchs to their first CIF state title in school history during his senior season. He checks in as the number 3 wideout in the 2018 class and is a top 20 recruit overall. Him and the number 1 quarterback in the 2019 class, JT Daniels, helped form one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in the country. Modern Day and St. John Bosco split last season's series, with Modern Day winning the Trinity League, but Bosco got them back in the CIF Division I playoffs, so make sure and circle October 13th on your calendar, because that is when these 2 SoCal powers meet. The top 2 recruits in the state will both be playing at the same high school next fall, as former Oaks Christian 5-star quarterback Matt Corral will be under center for Antonio Pierce and Long Beach Poly for his senior season. He checks in as the number 15 recruit overall and number 2 pro-style quarterback in the class, only behind the number 1 overall recruit, Cartersville's Trevor Lawrence. The 2018 USC Trojan commit will be a huge addition for the Jackrabbits, and Poly enters next season with arguably their most talented team since the Deshaun Jackson days over 10 years ago. Speaking of great Poly wide receivers, they got another one coming in for his senior season, as former Hawkins star Jalen Hall recently transferred in to give the Jackrabbits one of the most explosive offenses in the state. Hall checks in as the top recruit in all of California, number 2 wideout in the 2018 class, and number 12 recruit overall. Hall has the chance to join the likes of Juju Smith-Schuster, Kareem Kelly, Sammy Parker, and Deshaun Jackson as some of the great wide receivers to come out of Long Beach Poly.